What's up, everybody? Gibson's Lawn Service checking back in with another video. I was listening to this podcast the other day about a guy. He was talking about Google reviews and all that for his business. And he was saying how he had like 80 and all that other stuff. Listen, I'm about to keep it all the way real. I don't care who like it, because you can't put me in Google jail. All right, I just got out of Facebook jail. You can't put me in Google jail. Listen, do what you have to do to get Google reviews. I'm gonna tell you how I have accumulated 107 5-star Google reviews. Out of those 107 reviews, I say 85 of them is from clients. The rest is from people I know. It's from coworkers. I've gotten family to leave me Google reviews. I've gotten friends to leave me Google reviews. I've gotten coworkers to leave me Google reviews. When I meet a guy at work, we chopping it up, blah, 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 blah. Over the course of time, hey, man, do me a favor. Remember seeing this link, man, leave me a 5-star Google review. Well, that's cheating. Who cares? The government cheats. Uncle Sam cheats. So I'm a cheat. Yes, I cheat. I cheated to get 107 Google reviews. The client don't know it, because nobody in my Google review section have the last name Gibson. Guess what? I was at work last night. I had a fire watch. I'm welding about 100 feet in the air, and I got my fire watch down there. So he gave me his number. I might need him to tell him to turn my machine up. I said, hey, bro, since you're down there, leave me a 5-star Google review. Guess what? He done it. He left me a 5-star Google review. I went from 106 to 107. Well, man, that ain't right. That's cheating. That ain't fair to the people that's out here grinding. Hey, well, I guess you grinding the wrong way. Going one way with this thing, and that's up. Your Google reviews will elevate your business. Google reviews will elevate your business. And look, I remember somebody saying this a while back. They said, man, I was watching a YouTube clip, and the guy was saying, you don't want to give out too much information, because then the competition can kind of soar past you a little bit. Because if you talk about creating a Google account, getting Google reviews, and leaving door hangers, and doing direct to mail consumer, you could tell the competition the same thing. Here's what I learned. I'm going to tell you what I learned, and I've seen this over the years. When parents spoil their kids, I remember going to school, parents spoiling their kids, buying them cars, Jordans, shoes, clothes, jewelry. And then when those same kids became an adult, they still leaning on mom and daddy. They couldn't go get it how their parents was getting it for them. See, they didn't go through the trenches. They didn't go through the grind. It was handed to them. See, when it was time to go through the trenches, mom and daddy came and saved them. When it was time to swim through the swamp with the alligators and the crocodiles, mom and daddy came through and saved them with a fan boat. See, everybody around me went through the trenches. We went through the grind. We went through the struggle. Only the strong survived. We got it out the mud, and we elevated. And you see those same people today, where mom and daddy always saved them, they're barely making it. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for mom and dad either. Because one thing I learned, when you spoil your kids, you will raise your grandkids. You can take that to the bank. When you spoil your kids, you will raise your grandkids. You can take that to the bank. And it goes back to, I remember, like right now, the hottest topic is Deion Sanders going to Colorado. And his son is a starting quarterback. I don't know what his other son do, because I'm not keen on football. I don't care nothing about it. I'm not watching millionaires run up and down the field. So, and they were saying I watched a little clip. Deion Sanders was saying, I'm coming to Colorado, and yes, I'm bringing my quarterback with me. Well, what about the other quarterback that they had that fought hard for a scholarship? One thing I learned, and one thing I know is true. You can fool everybody, but you can't fool the grind, because the grind always pays. A man can be a coach and can have 6 sons. He can have a son that's a quarterback, son that's a running back, son that's a wide receiver, son that's a middle linebacker. He can have all of that. And the other guys that truly earned their position, the quarterback, running back, linebacker, and receiver, they will rise to the top. There's no way around it. They will rise to the top. Why? Because they've been through the trenches. They done swam through the swamp with the gators. Mom and daddy didn't save them. I promise you. Those people that's put on the bench because you are the coach's son, you will rise and elevate to the top if you just keep grinding. Because guess what? Somebody's going to see it. Somebody's going to see it and say, hey, put that guy in. Or, hey, let me offer you a scholarship since you're not playing over here. So I can give y'all the sauce to the Google reviews. I can give y'all the sauce to direct mail order, postcards, whatever. Because I promise you one thing. I promise you one thing. One thing I know is tried and true. I've been grinding since I was 15 years old. You will not out-grind and work me because at some point you're going to want a day off. I ran all summer without a day off. Think it's a game. I don't need a day off. I don't care who whining and crying. I don't need a day off. I keep going. That's why I say I can give the recipe to the sugar cookies. Because my oven will still bake them. And my oven will outbake your oven. I will make sure my oven outbake your oven. If I have to go buy another oven and plug it up in the living room, I will outbake your oven. So I can give you the recipe to the Google reviews and how to get clients. The question is, see, if you're not a young man, I got a young man watching my channel. He stay with mom and daddy. See, he can give everybody a good run for their money. But see, the average man that watches this channel, he's either married with kids or he have real big boy bills. You have mortgage, you have rent. There's only so much time in the day he can give to a business. See, I push the limit. Man, listen, I forgo sleep to run this business. I've done it all summer. Most people not willing to do that. They want to get their 8 hours of sleep. So I don't mind giving out the recipe to the sugar cookies because at some point you're going to get tired and want to go to bed and turn the oven off. I leave that oven running all night long. I don't care if we burn the house down. Keep baking them. Firefighters over there putting the fire out. Put another batch in. I don't listen. I promise you, and you can take this to the bank and cash it, and you can take this to the bank and put it up for collateral for a loan. There's no solo lawn guy. There's no solo lawn guy in South Mississippi, Ocean Springs that will outwork Gibson's Lawn Service. It's not gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. With the grace of God, and God has been giving me the energy to do it, to maintain 80 properties with a full-time job. So I give you all the sauce and the recipe that you want because you will not outwork me if God say the same. If God wake me up in the morning with that energy to go, man, I'm going to go all day. I'm going to go all night. And then I'm going to turn around and go to my full-time job and outperform everybody there. That's just how I was cut. I can't help it. I love the grind. I love the grind. I love the grit. I love the struggle. I love the swamp. I love the trenches. I don't like being on easy street. I feel guilty when I'm on easy street. I'm going to be honest. I feel guilty when I take a day off. I say, man, I don't deserve this. I need to be out here in the trenches with everybody else. But at some point, you got to leave the trenches. At some point, you have to elevate. And the guys that's in the trenches, let them struggle. Leave them there. Leave them there. It'll make him stronger. Leave them there. Look, I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. I remember I had a flat tire on my trailer. And I can't remember if I had to. Did I have a jack? I had a jack, but I didn't have a spare tire. And I got a tandem axle trailer. So I wanted to take the tire off the front and put it in the back because most of the weight on my trailer was kind of sitting like that. So the weight was on the back. I said, well, man, how am I going to change it? I ain't got it. Pull the trailer up on the curb. Well, man, I'm in the parking lot. Pull the trailer up on the curb. Take this tire off. Drop the jack. Take this tire off. What I did? Yeah, I took the look. I only had one jack. I took the tire off the look. I pulled the trailer up on the curb, right? I took this tire off, moved the trailer, jacked it up, took the front tire, put it on the back, threw the spare on the bed, and drove home. You learn things as time goes on. As time goes on, life will teach you. You just got to stay in the trenches and learn. Look, there's no way around it. You got to swim through the swamp. I promise you, if I have a son, if I ever one day have a son, man, look here. Look here. He going through the swamp. He going through the trenches. I'm not giving him nothing. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. If I have a son, that joker gonna work. He either gonna work or he gonna cry. I don't care nothing about you crying. You can sit there and cry, but you gonna work. You will work. He gonna start working at 2 years old. Well, how he gonna work at 2? Hey, come outside and pick up all this trash. Hey, pick them pine cones up. Hey, put water in the refrigerator. Hey, come put all these clothes in the washing machine. Hey, come make your bed. Hey, come make my bed. Hey, straighten my shoes up in my room. It is what it is. See, my kids will go through the trenches. I'm not going to save them from everything. I'm not. Because, see, I'm not going to spoil you, and then I got to raise your kids. Man, you crazy.